My deadbeat father drove Mercedes while we were eating beans and rice. But on my grandma's birthday, he was boasting about how his tough love helped me. I gave him a reality check. So my dad owned 3 car dealerships and lived in this massive house with his new wife, while me, my mom, and my younger brother lived in a 2-bedroom apartment where the hot water worked maybe half the time. He left us when I was 15 and my brother was 12. Said he needed to find himself or whatever that meant. The divorce settlement gave my mom basically nothing because he had some expensive lawyer and she couldn't afford to fight it. He'd drive past our apartment complex in his new Mercedes on his way to the country club and never once stopped to check if we needed anything. My mom worked 2 jobs just to keep us fed and housed. She'd come home from her day shift at the hospital and go straight to stocking shelves at the grocery store until midnight. My brother Kyle wore the same pair of shoes for 2 years until the soles literally fell off and he had to duct tape them back on. When I got into college, my mom cried because she didn't know how we'd pay for it. I applied for every scholarship I could find and took out loans that I'll be paying until I'm 40. I worked at a pizza place 4 nights a week and tutored on weekends just to afford textbooks. My dad knew all this because my aunt would tell him at family events, but he never offered to help. He'd tell people we were doing fine and that struggling was good for us. When Kyle needed braces, my mom had to put it on 3 different credit cards. When our car broke down, we took the bus for 6 months until my mom saved enough to fix it. My dad posted pictures of his new boat on Facebook the same week we got our electricity shut off for 2 days. I graduated last year after basically killing myself to keep my grades up while working 30 hours a week. My mom couldn't even come to the graduation ceremony because she couldn't get time off work. My dad showed up though, sat in the front row with his new wife wearing designer everything. He tried to take pictures with me afterwards and I walked away. Fast forward to last weekend at my grandmother's 90th birthday party. The whole family was there, like 40 people crammed into my uncle's house. My dad showed up late in his new Tesla, acting like he owned the place. He'd been drinking before he got there and started getting louder as the night went on. Everyone was asking me about my new job at the engineering firm and saying how proud they were. That's when my dad decided to make his big speech. He clinked his glass and said he wanted to toast his son, the college graduate. He started going on about how he always knew I'd make it and how he'd pushed me to be independent and strong. He actually said that not giving me handouts was the best thing he ever did for me because it taught me the value of hard work. He said he could have paid for everything, but he wanted me to earn it myself. Then he said the thing that made me lose it. He looked right at everyone and said that my success was proof that his parenting methods worked and that he was the reason I graduated with honors. He said he'd been mentoring me from afar and guiding my decisions. He actually used the word mentoring. My aunt was nodding along like this was true. That's when I stood up. I said really loud so everyone could hear that he was a liar. I told them about the electricity getting shut off while he bought his boat. I told them about Kyle's shoes held together with duct tape while dad got his Tesla. I told them about mom working until midnight every single night while he went on vacations with his new wife. I told them about me eating 1 meal a day junior year because I couldn't afford more while he posted pictures from steakhouses. I told them he hadn't sent a single dollar for tuition or books or rent or food. I told them the only thing he taught me was how not to be a father. The room went completely quiet. My dad tried to say I was being ungrateful and dramatic, but my mom's sister backed me up. She started listing every time my mom had called her crying because she couldn't afford groceries. My brother jumped in and told everyone about wearing the same clothes for 3 years straight while dad bought his wife jewelry. My grandmother looked at my dad and told him he should be ashamed. She said his father would be disgusted by what he'd become. My dad tried to leave, but my uncle blocked the door and made him sit there while everyone shared stories about how he'd abandoned us. He finally left after 2 hours of everyone telling him exactly what they thought. He tried to text me the next day saying I'd humiliated him. I sent him a bill for half my student loans and told him he could start being the father he pretended to be or never contact me again. He blocked my number. My grandmother changed her will that same night and left his portion to me and Kyle instead.